have a chance to connect with Scottie since we saw you last? Any more details on the nature of the injury?
Yes. Yes, I did. We're in touch. He's not here in the building today with us, but we're evaluating options for him. What's going to be the next step, and we'll know more in next day or two what the next step is going to be. But it's going to be opportunity for him to reflect on the season, to continue supporting teammates, staying in touch with everybody, and we're excited to have him back with us and to help us on the sidelines until he's ready to help us inside the lines.
Is there the possibility of surgery? Has that been ruled out?
Everything is on the table right now.
Is he seeing specialists, or is that where he is today?
Yes, he is seeing specialists, yes.
How do you make up the loss of Scottie Barnes? How do you try to do that?
You know what? We have a lot of young guys that this is going to be a great opportunity for them to step up. First of all, I expect Quickly and RJ to step up, and our leaders in Kelly Olynyk and Jakob to step up. Gary can step up, but also this is going to be a good opportunity to take a closer and better look at some of the young guys like Jordan Nwora and Ochai. He can get more minutes. Grady is going to have expanded role, obviously, more minutes. So it's opportunities everywhere, and it's going to be for those guys to grab those opportunities, to learn through those and to grow. But our objective stays the same, to be competitive and try to win in every single night of the game.
Coach, Micić made the decision to go to the NBA maybe a little late. He's already 30 years old. But anyway, do you think that he can have a successful career in the NBA?
I believe so. Micić is established point guard in Europe. He was MVP of EuroLeague, and he won it all with his team with FS. I believe that he's going to need a little bit of time of adjustment. But we've seen players come to NBA at later stage of their career as well, and they made an impact. So I believe he's going to find his niche, and that he will be able to have a good, solid NBA career as well.
Obviously, Scottie is such a big part of what you do, and that means everybody takes on a bit more. How do you, as a coach, coaching staff, how do you guys evaluate the guys you do have who are now being asked to do a bit more that maybe would be outside of their normal roles?
For sure. That's a really good question. I talked to staff about that. Like, we cannot get too high or too low after a game. We got to continue developing those guys, and doesn't matter how they perform in a single game. We gotta give them opportunity to bounce back from bad performance or to learn from it, and or if they play well, to take it to another level. So it has to be a lot of patience over here with them, a lot of support, a lot of work. Our guys they're putting a lot of work in every single day. So this is gonna be, everybody's gonna have to do a little bit more. You were primarily defender, now secondary defender. Now you're gonna got some players there a little bit upscale to the level. So it's a great opportunity for them to prove themselves for all of our guys, but it's also learning and growing opportunity for sure.
Would you anticipate a bigger opportunity potentially for Grady in this time?
Yes, Grady, and we had talks. So he was averaging some 20 minutes so far in the last couple of weeks. So I think he's going to be getting a couple more minutes and just make it natural progression for him as well.
Any decision on who would start tonight because of Scottie?
Yes, we made a decision. I'll share it a little bit later.
Do you kind of, coming out of the All-Star break anyway, but maybe even more now, do you kind of look at these 20 remaining games and say, look, maybe communicate to guys that, we're really going to be evaluating not only your whole season, but really let's drill down on some of the things we're expecting from you going forward and begin to see them in this stage of the season?
Yes, we before All-Star break we start working on player development goals for all the players on the roster, and we're having team meetings in a sense, medical performance, nutrition, mental skills, coaches all together as a group. We come up with goals, objective goals, and what we need to achieve in those 20 plus games post All-Star. So we already had pretty much the half of the roster with those meetings. We're trying to knock down every day 2 or 3 guys. So there is a clear objective for each of them, what they need to be working on and what are the areas that we're going to be evaluating them in. So there is a plan for each of them. So I don't want to wait for summer, so we start working on goals and player development. We got to use this time now and opportunity of those games that we have here.
Coach, following up the last question about Micić, what do you have to take into account from him, considering how he's playing now with the Hornets?
I mean, he's a player that point guard that brings a lot of experience. Talking to coaches from Charlotte, they like him a lot. So we got to be ready for him. He's going to try to show up tonight and play his best game. So we got to be ready for him.
Will you have Bruce?
Excuse me?
Will you have Bruce tonight? Bruce Brown?
Bruce Brown, he's going to be out tonight. Yeah.
Thanks for watching the Toronto Raptors YouTube channel. Check out our latest video and subscribe for more.
Denied, lead pass, here's McDaniels. In a crowd, wide open three.